Family Leonardo, me Nasila did on multimedia, the CEO voice of Salon. Today I come for talk to now, my family, make una continue to subscribe to our YouTube channel and share to our friends them. As we always try to bring on the latest news what they happen around Salon, whether it be politics or any other news them, what they happen or gossip, what they bring out to una live and direct. So please, my family, don't forget to subscribe and share to our friends them. You wanna touch the bell icon so that you no miss any video we will try for bring out to una. So that's also we want make una don't forget also for subscribe to we TikTok channel on TikTok and also on Facebook or Facebook page or the Voice of Salon or also the on Instagram Voice of Salon. Please family, and don't forget to share. Okay, thank you now. Tata.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Ibrahim. Beautiful day. Today na April 22nd, 2025. Today na April 22, 2025. You know, it dawned on me saying 5 days. April 27th will be the Independence Day of Sierra Leone. Independence. April 27th. You know, sadly, unfortunate, because I know, a lot of our brothers and sisters, some man can print them, t-shirt them, 64 years, this so independence. So man, they go print t-shirt, they go print to, they regalias them, all for mark the independence of Sierra Leone. But sorry, because Maleke, we would bust the bubble, bruh. We cannot be happy to celebrate independence in a country where even the people we're not free. We run for say we want to be free from the colonial masters. But then the country where we as a people, we're not free. You get a population where majority of the people cannot even express them rights to free speech. Why I for celebrate 64 years of independence? Why I for glad it's independent? In a country where you cannot go for talk. If you talk against the first lady or the president, and they go lock you up. In a country where you cannot protest. Why I for celebrate independence? Waiting there for be proud of. You see, because this is the foolishness. That's how they listen to some Nigerian lady them. They get in channel TVC. Happy for click by there. Then they have this, then they get this conversation, they talk about, it's one thing for, talk about, some of the things that we're wrong in the country, but not curse your own country. I agree, we cannot curse our country, but unfortunately we get politicians that don't curse we country already. And like we not curse we country, they don't curse her. Because when you look at Sierra Leone like today, where you look at the young population, where they struggle, they never forget gainful employment for let them make them lives meaningful. Young man, them still in their 40s, they're in the house with mama and papa. They never forget a future of their own. What to do? Because the society, the politicians not creates that opportunity for them. They have been cursed. So the politicians already cursed we country them. And they listen to brother Hotman when they talk about Marabi the right inside powerful SUV, dotty road, where the motorcar able to make that road the 10-mile stretch. The cost of the motorcar, they make that road the 10-mile in time and make sure say it's properly tarred. Again, drainage properly, again, sidewalks, again, guardrails. The motorcar demand the drive, but Sierra Leone is the country for we, where you have a bunch of useless, fool people left, where they celebrate their own demise. That is the nation that we have. So I can talk about this independence today, and I don't want to see none of that nonsense, and I would hope my brothers and sisters would understand there is nothing to celebrate about independence in Sierra Leone, April 27th. The nation itself is not free. Country where they get election, the results not available. Now I don't show now. The website of Liberia, the Electoral Commission, the website. The Ghanaian government, the Electoral Commission website. I don't show now how they present this aggregated data. Now we get results. The Electoral Commission has just come and announced and said this person get 1.5 million votes. Now he win the election. That's it. Where did this aggregated data? We Sierra Leoneans, we sit down there to celebrate independence. And those are the things I want to talk about. We don't foresee no celebration. Let them try with the independence nonsense. Then they get for organize big nonsense, then paint the whole place green, white, blue, independence in Sierra Leone and all that nonsense. We the people of Sierra Leone, I tell everybody, let we stand back until we are free. Because that's independence mean. Independence means say freedom. You get right for take care of yourself. You get the capabilities, everything that you need for take care of yourself. You take care of yourself. Where the light, where the water, where the good roads, where the healthcare, where the schools, where the educational system. Nothing no day. Where the happiness. Now we get the happiness index recently. Sierra Leone get come 146. Imagine if you get your Pekin. Now the 147 did a class. You Pekin come 146. This way I know say every mama go understand say you Pekin bobo na last come. Again, it is simple because it's 146 boku. If you Pekin in a school, that in 20 in a class, it can 19. Then any mama let you go school, you don't go school, they understand say that Pekin not do well. It fail bad one. I can 19 in a class out of the 20. And not can number 1, and not can first, and not can second, and not can third, and not can fourth, and not can fifth. It can 19 must not say that Pekin they fail. Where is the happiness? They would run for celebrate independence. I'm sorry to my brothers and sisters, the way they do business. When they make them follow them, green, white, blue. Because a lot of them don't mean bad, I mean well. But I'm sorry, I apologize to you. But people like we, when they see, when they can make that fake celebration. Independence, oh, Sierra Leone independence, 1961, we had independence. Look at us, we're not a free nation. Sierra Leone is not free. And until we are free, we're not celebrating independence in that country today. So everybody, I want to remind you that 5 days from now for independence, I think everything we're for that we mind, that the election result. Anybody we can talk to you about independence, ask them for the results of the elections. You know, Sierra Leoneans, you see, listen to my brother Outmail, and he talked something about bloggers them. And by the way, last say many thanks again to my brother APC Malika. Thank you, APC Malika. I hear you. But in fact, where I released your message, I was riding my bike. I'm in a challenge one hill. With a hill, not a picking hill, but my bike able for, say I get a very good bike, so I able for claim that hill day. But I was actually listening to your message where you wish me happy birthday the other day, and I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I'll let you know that, Andy. And everybody else will wish me happy birthday. I want to know, say I hear you the messages them. Thank you guys. All right. Okay. But anyways, brother Ultimate talk something. You see, to all my brother and sister them, and me one thing why I can very cautious of, I know the advice posting on social media. Everybody get right. Do what you want to do. But I can tell you this, sometimes today, take a break. Because I talk about people where they put dates for say Richard Conte, we see something. Because people like Richard Conte, I didn't listen again. Say, if I see the video now, I pass, they go before. I know they waste me time again. Some people in life, you just don't waste your time anymore. You forget value for time. When you respect the value of time, your life will be so peaceful. Some people I didn't listen to themselves again. If I see the video and I click at they go before. I don't want to hear what they have to say anymore because it's not relevant. It's not going to make no difference. Right? So they tell them say something, we break through. When I break through something, person must tell me, say, hey, that person, they don't can reverse all your statement. That they tell you to go back, go listen. And some of these guys, we don't listen to them anymore because they're just useless in our society. We don't know who that they be. But now we'll get Sierra Leone, a country where be say, we still get few of the people when they mind, they never forget them yet. We get them small, it's coming, but they don't pay attention to the real issues. This is the problem with Africa. Africans don't pay attention to their problems, then continue for fall victims, generation after generation. Same thing, they repeat itself. But with Brother Hotmail talk something about, so thinking, if you not get something for talk, not talk. The one day where they sponsor yourself, if anybody they support you, I don't say sponsor. If anybody they sponsor yourself, well, they say once and give them break. If there is nothing to talk about, there's plethora of information. There are so many things you can talk about any day, but there's certain information then, no can talk. Yeah, if so take it, not feel for, don't do it. That is all I'll say to that. All right. Because again, we're not control nobody rights in free speech. Everybody get rights to free speech. Talk how you want for talk every day. If it makes you feel better, then so be it. But not say things them way go put you in a situation tomorrow you get for come back for car, defend yourself and stuff like that. Okay, so that's all I have to say on that. But Salon people, we're not a nation that is free. We're not celebrate independence. There's nothing to celebrate about in independence. Nothing to celebrate. From 1961, what you get? Where SLPP come first? Military Magadi in power. He died in 1964. And brother take over. Albert Magai, useless guy. Where he take over from 1964 to 67. Not only go lay the one-party state, policy in a parliament. Now he go lay in a parliament. Even on the second reading. Now in Sheikh Stevens car. Sheikh Stevens just sit on para. One-party state system. Where a lot of the SLPP people benefit. The Jusu Safa them all, they work with Sheikh Stevens. All of those people work with Sheikh Stevens under the one-party state system. Would have let God bless Joseph Saidu Momo. May his soul rest in peace today. Now he said no, after Sheikh Stevens hand over power to Ram in 1985. Now he said no. Law change this year. 1988. No, sorry, 85. We get time now for Bill, law school, Bill, all the place them, commerce, all inside the more Bill. Now they call legacy. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about legacy one day for Escoroma. We see the legacy and Escoroma. Now Momo in legacy. We see Momo Bill, commerce, law school. Now Momo in legacy that one day. Nobody name for efface that one day. They name for delete and name for eraser. Matter be for Puel Law School. For say they can build your law school. No, that legacy that Momo. But that's what I want to talk about today. They said Escoroma, they say they go talk to people and they go talk about your legacy. What's that legacy, bruh? Kapawa ship na water. Bruh, if let's say plant one masterpiece plant, you know that talk, bruh. But anyway, hey, what's in the stuff we might be for doing to get away with? Because the fact is, who the challenge might be now? I like how Escoroma be plant one masterpiece giant power plant where they supply the one country. If Marabioka cut them off, nobody know the challenger. The APC all man lost in translation. Nobody don't even know it's not their responsibility anymore. Yes, from the parliament now all the way like our brother talk no more ultimately. Nobody don't know their about it. All man don't lost in the system. Nobody don't know it's not their responsibilities, their functions, their duties anymore. They just lose their full like with it. They are impaired. I say, hey, the one country Chris. Not all man know because we get people away sober. But most of them, they're Chris, they're not impaired. They are mentally disturbed and perturbed. How will they come up for good contest for next elections? They're the election where you win. You say you win, but you don't want her. Not to Chris, man, they behave so. The one country Chris where the one when in the power always don't do Chris. You don't see the Moscow when they ride middle in people, all man Chris, mentally impaired. I said the drugs don't take over the one nation. People know well in that country they then go sober. This is the problem when we get in our nation. Sad. We get majority of people that were sober. When they listen to this now, we say yes, not true. But you look at a nation where they win elections, a political party, they win election, they say no, we don't want the victory. Will they go before to the next elections? But the next election, they win and back come out, they take them. But the one they win, they not take her. They say they don't want her, and they left and they go before. They say the man when they contest the election, they say because they take meeting with Marabio, we lost the election. They say enough for meet with Marabio at a leader level. Enough for meet with Marabio. Not to nation and the way the people increase, not to Chris man them, not to mental illness. Not to mental illness. Hey, they get clean Chris man, and they don't want a day. Some Chris man clean. No, he say they pass, but watch no more the actions, the way they say, well. And they don't win elections. They say we win the election, but we move on to the next election. We don't want this victory. But I Christianable. Not to mental illness. They're psychologically impaired. They're not well, they're not sober, they're not something wrong. Something wrong. The neurons not a fire at the brain. The brain, they don't connect. Something psychologically is wrong. Let we evaluate them all. Some of these people, if we go put them with psychiatrists, they let them evaluate them. You know they win election, you say you don't want to win, you move on to the next elections. You go and campaign, say you want the next elections. What thing guarantee you say you get the next elections? Even if you get that, what thing guarantee you say that you election day, so go and go for secure. Yes, you vote, say go counter. But not come back to the independence. Why would we celebrate independence? What's in there for celebrate by independence? Look country like a Singapore. We get independence later after we don't get independence. I think Singapore got independence 64 or 65. Look at Singapore in a first world country. Singapore get the best airports in the world. They beat airports inside America. Not for talk. I need to talk about America safe. Because we tell even like the new country like Dubai them, the airports there. Singapore beats them. Every year Singapore, nobody not top the airport yet. 30 days Singapore, and they get the best airport in the world. When you talk about the housing in the country, that Singapore get the best housing across the world. When you talk about the rail system in the world, Singapore get the best rail system in the world. What is Salon get for celebrating independence? What is Sierra Leone go proud of for celebrating independence? What the housing for we people left? When I go look at people that live like a squatters, go look at people that are bay, na crew bay, so pits and community them. What's there for celebrate my independence? What's who they run for celebrate independence? What's here for wear green, white, blue for the go and pass for independence? I love my country. That is why I do what I do every day. This is why I did on social media. This is why I talk on social media. This is why I advocate on social media. Because I want to see a better Sierra Leone. I want to see a bright and beautiful Sierra Leone. So God and his day, Sierra Leone was a bright and beautiful country. You know the man can win on social media. If they think of how for they go invest in that country, no self no take with picking and carrying and go. We picking and now when they say go side and come out. Not for their way. They already the power, so they like it today. As they come on the power, so then they picking them. They all run away, come on the country. Because they don't feel safe again. When independence, they don't feel safe. Watch politician them. Now one you see the snap with them picking them. Me and you now we the snap, we come not get nothing for hide, we not get closet now. We not get all the hide now closet. Politicians now Africa, they snap with them picking them. Watch them. Overseas now, you know they see politicians, they hide them picking there. You don't see them picking there, jara. You don't sabi them picking there because they have nothing to hide. The system transparent. They don't depend on corruption. They don't thief the people money. So you don't get nothing for hide. But watch the Sierra Leone. Most of the politicians in the picking are not inside the country. You know they're picking in the country. You know they see there. You know they anybody. You know they nobody. Because they get thing for hide. They know say they're picking and they are marked and target them because the people are angry. And they know say one day the country erupt, people then go find them picking them. Watch that. How much politicians in our country don't sabi they weft themselves? When they see they weft them. When they see they picking them, when they see they weft them. Because they themselves don't believe in the system where they don't cultivate. They don't believe in the system when they operate. Where the independence in that country they? Where the good roads in that country they? Accident every day, no control. We police, the soldier them, been tribalized. All the institutions them has been tribalized. Where the independence? We don't get independent institutions. What should they fight for independence for? Why for Prince Polo, they run for say April 27 Independence Day? Why for go party, say that Sierra Leone Independence Day, for go celebrate that party day? Why for they are not go there? Nobody not for glad for celebrate party. Anybody who celebrates independence party, these are people who one, then they benefit from the government. And two, they are just so ignorant that they don't even pay attention to what they actually happen in the country. But any Sierra Leone, we're well, we're sober, we're serious, we believe in democracy, we believe in human rights, we believe in respect and dignity of the people. I swear to God on this day, then they celebrate nothing but independence. No go no independence party. I don't care what anybody get for tell me. And they go celebrate nothing. There is nothing to celebrate. That day, now a day of mourning. That day for the cry for our country. As Sierra Leoneans, we for cry, we for sit down, we look back, we knock down, we say, hey, let's check ourselves. What do for do? For pull ourselves out of this. So we're going to celebrate independence. The day Sierra Leone become free, I go be the first person for celebrate independence. And then they celebrate like near court. There is nothing to celebrate. No attend no party, no buy no regalia that has to do with independence. No celebrate nothing, no mix man nothing. The other day we for talk about all the things that are actually happening. We don't continue for talk about our nation. How people then go protest, you kill them because of generator. Then you say you can't celebrate independence. Where is the independence? Independence comes with the rights of the people, first of all, respecting the rights of the citizens of that nation. Where is the independence? Where they go kill with people in Parema Road prison, massacre them. They don't even know if now 400 people die. We don't know if they're 500 and kill. They massacre them because the prisons were overcrowded. Then they try to reduce the number. They go massacre them. They say what you do. Then they look for Paolo Conte or they look for Comrade Kochade. Or so then the prisoners they riot. Nonsense. Unarmed prisoners were gunned down by this regime. Where is the independence? What should they celebrate independence for? Celebrating independence in Sierra Leone right now, you're celebrating the death and the misery and the poverty of the people of that nation. Celebrating independence right now, it means you're celebrating the fact that we got the June 24th, 2023 elections where the results not available. You're celebrating independence. You're condoning the fact that our independence is dead. There is no independence. Independence, now you're free. You can do what you want to do now. You get control of your life. Now guide no more people going to guide you. Oh, this so we're gonna begin and now we don't pass 20 something. Me Bobo, now big man now. He is independent. The first one. He gets his life on leave. Not to be responsible for her anymore. I will guide her no more. I will caution in steps. The directions that we want to take. He go ask me, say, so. I will tell her, say, so. But he's independent. He get right for making decision for himself as a big man. Not to be the feed up, not to be the cloth up. He's an independent man now on his own. Sierra Leoneans, can you say you're independent today? You for move freely to another country there. You for go campaign at Kenema or Kailaun for APC party or any other party. Like go to talk about with third force. Astafula, if we have to register a third force, if Dr. Sabura Kamara is not reinstated as the president, and we know say this APC, they're not dead on arrival. We know say this APC party don't die in Sierra Leone. This APC party not get a foothold in Sierra Leone anymore. This APC party, where they win elections, say no want the elections, then they say the people have forgot register. The people say no, we don't want this party again. But yes, until we get the right people, like a people like Alfred Peter Conte, if Nain take over the APC party, then we know say, okay, we get a bright future. We go stand behind that mandate. Let him fail with them, we go stand back against them. But we don't say no go fail with because they don't see the sufferings of our people. People like Alfred Peter Conte is the only person where Sierra Leoneans they go support delegate today. If it's go and take over the APC party, become a flag bearer, they go vote for be president of that nation day. Because people don't see what they do. People don't see what they do. They don't say yes. Now is the time. They're useless party. They all expose themselves. Say to Eskroma, finally, it exposed himself. Nobody never argue again for an Eskroma where Alfred Peter Conte will take on them. Because at that point, we'll not be here. We say, no, treat them with respect, but no, give them respect. Let them exit their way, shuffle them quietly. That's what we want. We just want respect for them. Because we respect them, now we them. We say, no, they're not perfect. Forensic audit is sick for us. When I say for forensic audit, they don't thief APC money, billions of leons. APC people don't even ask. They still send money back for the party. They don't even ask who side the money they go. APC as a party, if not the housing problems that they be want for solve. If they run a political party, you get a kind of money and they will the people that they contribute. But if the housing problems they able to solve them, APC for bill hosted for the people in the province system. Take communities them, build 5 hosts, 10 hosts, and then village them across the country. Standard 2-3 bedroom hosted for them picking them. As a political party, now for you to solve the problems of your people as well, not just when you're in power, even out of power. Because the contributions from diaspora and local people, they make contributions. When I say now solve a problem, the APC party don't get agenda. APC party, they empire, they're the most useless people whenever they're in charge of a political party. Personally, criminals and thieves. Then they be in girlfriend business all their life. They don't live affluently over the people and sweat. Then they live, get most woman them, they below this and that, all that nonsense. That is why politics sweet in that country. Because these guys are not checked. Then they live a very free and useless life. We see they need a power now for sleep with people picking them. Small picking them now, old mammy them now. Constantly, that is all they do. Then they think about nothing productive. How for sleep with woman them. Pump, 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 pump. And they go unchecked. Nobody they hold them accountable. That is the problem that we have in our nation. And now they talk about independence. Where the independence? Where the independence? Where they remove 10 members of parliament, where people then vote for. Forget say they remove 10 members of parliament. Think about the constituents, right? Think about the people that will go vote that day for those members of parliament. You're talking about over 200,000 people will vote freely, nilly-willy, because it's their constitutional rights to vote as prescribed in section 32 of the Constitution. Then people are going to go vote. The people that elect for being the members of parliament, a court go, he remove them. When they remove them, they don't go back and conduct another election. So they go install people over those constituents, where the people are not even sabi who that represent them. Where is the independence? Why for celebrate independence? Why for wear green, white, and blue? Why for they get pass they say Sierra Leone, Sierra Leone, Sierra Leone? Why not for the mourn? Why not for cry that day? That day there should be a day of mourning and crying, not a day of celebrating. There's nothing to celebrate. At the time when we keep picking and get for the grab 4 o'clock in the morning, for we get water for the mama and papa there, for they can wash. In a small country, 8 million people, we'll get 7 rivers, we cash box on the emphasize over and over again. 7 major rivers flowing through Sierra Leone. We never for provide water for we people. But go Dubai. Dubai no get water, na sand ground. Then they process the water from the ocean, bring them thousands of miles away, hundreds of miles away. Skyscrapers, they went over 120 story. They get water all the way to the top floor. One get skyscraper, na Dubai. The water, the amount of energy, water with the power for they reach up the skyscraper a day to go to this. One on Sierra Leone, they get water. One skyscraper in Dubai, the amount of water where they consume, it do for all of Sierra Leone, if not almost 60% of Sierra Leone. One skyscraper. The amount of energy where they take for them generate for power that skyscraper, then that water reach take to the 150th floor na Burj Khalifa. Now the Burj Khalifa. These are places where I don't go see. So I know what they talk. I know this can talk because I want for talk. The one great skyscraper, the amount of energy where it take for them to generate water, for them to reach up the 120th floor. I swear to God, every Sierra Leonean forgets water inside the bathroom, inside the kitchen. What will they do? What will they do as a nation? What do you want to celebrate independence for? What do you want to celebrate independence for? What is there to celebrate? What's in there for gladdy for? People a day, they go sleep angry. So manga for gamble, if you for eat one time a day, and whose time of the day wait for it. Let you wait, let eat na net, so you go the door at least in Beleno grumble, let's let you for sleep. That is the nation that we have. That we talk about independence. Whilst you go to other country, them like Europe, food not a problem. We receive brother and sister them. Food not a problem. You hungry, you go to a food bank. No matter how life difficult for you, there are social welfare service system where they're in place for protect the people. Sierra Leone, who you go cry today? You see man they work on a treat, they talk by himself. He dress 551, he falling finger, he falling hand like he want blow somebody. He frustrated. He hallucinate, they talk by himself. Psychologically, they are jacked up. Mentally, they are sick. Chris Mambo could the country because of hard time and difficulties. Where the independence? What you go celebrate for independence for? Why anybody for go by independence party? Why we for condone this foolishness? And they watch that here, they observe. Because it has to get to a point where, hey, what I get for suffer, let's suffer. What I get for survive, let's survive. It's sad for we people in our upline. We don't want left and so because we don't say not to the life we they deserve. Now we for uplift them. We get a responsibility for save them. We for act as saviors. Where is the independence? You got a country where the former president is in exile. They don't banish him from your own country. Where the independence? Waiting for celebrate. Waiting for day together in harmony. We cannot live as human beings. We are like dogs. Because one set of tribes or one set of people believes them better past everybody else. What's in talk now for be? That they need power. You don't for talk against them. Because they need power and they control the authorities of power. You don't for question and decisions them. As you question and so you don't get, oh, the same things that they were doing back in the day. When you say that now, you do it now, oh, you don't become enemy. Where the independence? Who say independence in that country? When neighbor they go call police for the neighbor. He say this man they oppose Marabio. Then they go lock you up at the police station. Where the independence? Civil society organizations them. Babadi Kamara them. Mr. Mary Williams. These people they come out. They say we want call for protest. Because we want to ask for the results of the elections. It is the right thing to do in a sober society. Usai Boku Krisman no day. Usai Krisman no Boku. In a serious society where everybody is well, people are sane. When they get elections, the results are for announcer, they're for publisher. Disaggregated data. Polling station for polling station. We see it in Ghana, we see it in Liberia. I don't give you the example, I did on my Facebook page. When I go check People's Liberation Academy. When I go check her. People's Liberation Academy. Facebook, YouTube, I do a live. I talk about that. I show the Liberia and the Electoral Commission's website. I show Ghana the Electoral Commission's website. Disaggregated data. Polling station by polling station. Electoral district by electoral district. Then break down how the country don't go move forward. How don't go glad for celebrating independence in a country like that one, like Ghana, like Liberia. Why don't go glad for celebrating independence? They do run for celebrating independence in a country where the elections not available. Some people, Lord, watch everybody. This is the time we'll go for call we say civic education one-on-one. This is the definition of civic education. We have to understand these things. We got to put your country over everything else. If you value your country, you don't hide, you don't lie, you don't play hanky-panky with your country in future. You got to call things by their name and say things how they should be said. Let no lie, we say as a people. Let tell we say it's true. Salon no independent. We country not get freedom. Independence is freedom. Where is the freedom? Section 25 tell we say every citizen shall be protected when it comes to their freedoms of expression in the media. Then like today, when you go to the journalists, the station, the AYV, then they go ask you question them. The way they answer the question, then they make a got you because they try for set you up. Then they fight for pull the aid. The journalists in Sierra Leone, you don't ever see them get a panel. And this is something I would admonish. The only person where they come close, small, na Sierra Leone, where they even forget a viewpoint. Now, this lady, Hey, Papa, gonna make her forget him. Fabian Swill. Now the only picking where he gets your opinion, it ain't for say your opinion. I see them go get an award. I don't know if like Ghana outside that they would get an award. I would say it's deserving. Now the only picking that one day, now the only lady that one day that left for call and picking. Yeah, I'm sorry, my sister. Now the only lady that's Sierra Leone, we get an opinion. It articulates your opinion on certain issues. They bring in panel in. But none of these other ones, the entity in a Liberty TV, the lady in a Liberty TV, them young man, they waiting at AYV and 98.1, they never get a view on any issue. What is a view? For example, let's take like the drug situation. For Senegal come and personally talk about the fact that this drug business here, as a journalist, I'm telling you, it has destroyed the reputation of my country and I'm sad about it. And why is your government doing what they're doing? Why is the government not extraditing this guy out of Sierra Leone? Then they take a position in it. They will tell them, say, well, what are you doing about the drug lord in Sierra Leone now for us to get him out of the country? Blah, 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 blah. Then journalists, if they claim for be journalists in Sierra Leone, they should have an opinion. They forget their own panel. That's all they for bring guest camp. They forget a panel of themselves together, take on issues them one after the other, and express their own views about these issues. But they will not because they're not free. We're the independent. The judiciary not independent. The police not independent. The military not independent. You know, not for talk. Because the military is so tribalized now, heavily so much to the point. The everyday matter building the power, the military becomes more tribalized every day because they are recruiting their own brothers and their own sisters from the same tribe. And this is how people like Museveni them have for take hold of countries like Uganda. This is how Paul Biya have for take hold of a country like Cameroon them. Because the opposition is, people and be lethargic. They don't take action when they're supposed to take action. For sure, for make sure say they stop them guys there when they begin test the water for become dictators. Now it matter be don't test so the water, they test. Where is the independence? Teachers not free. Teacher not for talk today. If you talk about the conditions, poor conditions of service, they fire you. Nurse, they're not free. The nurses are like slaves. Then they go work, they pay them. If they talk about the conditions of service, then go beat them. We see her to Dr. Catherine Cole, I think my name. We see now a doctor will be report about the beginning we die. ISF, they go challenge her. You cannot speak up. Where is the independence? There is no independence. People not free in the country. They like to Solomon for talk. Some man don't even for like your video. Some man don't even for share your video. Why do me live them? Never say they see them. They're not free. Because if they share their video, they say, oh, they share Ibrahim video. Now they don't target them. People are not free. How can you call for independence? How do you celebrate independence in a country where freedom not there? When the word independence in itself is freedom. You don't get freedom, you don't celebrate independence. Oh, the one they overseas because they're full, because they're gladdy, so they mix up and nonsense. They don't have the fall for her. Man, they go party na America, na England, na Europe. They say independence party. What should we go celebrate there? What should we go celebrate there? If it be a gathering of people coming together and organizing table conferences, town halls. Now town hall for the organize, not for celebrate. For the organize town hall and discuss the issues in Sierra Leone and hold these leaders accountable. Not to music, not to ladida, not to gladi. Now this gladi now run left party where you look for party like a APC party. Now music, they're not serious at all. The politicians are not serious. They don't say the people in the back. Some of the people are not serious. So as they cancel the car, boo. Can't see them. Hey, boo don't come. Hey, that's the time. Now that's how they go down so. Because they're not serious. They don't want to articulate the issues that are affecting the lives of the people. They carry music, they carry rum. The combination of music and rum now are lucky. Who say music, they rum, they are lucky. Better not they do. This is what they are not seeing in our country. They don't evaluate the people and say the people are not so serious people. So do you are the Beguna, as Sierra Leoneans, this independence where they come, there is nothing to celebrate. We they celebrate nothing. Nothing to celebrate. We for the mourn, we for the cry, we for the ask questions. Independence Day, not a party business. We forget town halls them like the diaspora. We for come there and can discuss the issues of our country. 64 years after independence, nothing to show, nothing to be proud of. No electricity, no water, no clean drinking water. People in the die of malaria today, country dirty and filthy. We don't for control and take care of with trash and we refuse. We get Freetown City Council mayor with a red lipstick and they up and down. Instead say, "Wabi president." They cannot even clean the city. how the city for day. They therefore provide cash collections from inside the host them, teach the people them from inside host how to collect and trash them properly. All the way. All that in I can say, Ministry of Health at one time I want for take up. Because then basic then they would come out. Would they come out from inside your host, teach the people and basic hygiene from inside the host first, take to the landfill. And then you go see what they provide now, the care, the access to care for them. Because access to care is what is important, and providing the care. Providing the care and creating the access to the care. But again, first of all, the first step for the Ministry of Health, as a Minister of Health, my first targets that for make sure say from inside us, we begin make the people and clean. Communities are going to be clean, because when the collection of trash is collected properly, now the beginning and the first of all of salvation in a medically sane society. That is my mantra. Medically sane society. One, now the first thing, and from inside us, we begin teach with people how for collecting trash. Say we can collect and trash. If we get Freetown City Council, we go work with them. We go show them how to do it. And we need the support. If I cannot do my job properly, I don't want her. But those are my anyway, I don't say I share the idea. No problem. But that is my first objective. Now for make sure so we begin to take care of the trash collection from inside us. For us to throw trash all over the place. We create dustbin them across the country. We're going to levy fines on citizens. We put camera them across that country. They outside dustbin them they where people will watch you. Because the culture will get for make sure say we discipline people there. Salon a small country, wait for offend anybody. What don't I say you need to go trash in the ground, you need to go trash in the ground. With a ban cigarette if you don't take care. If you want smoke, but you get designated area there where you go smoke. You know they pass against smoke pan people in the street. Foolish, just kind of nonsense, Danny. You damage my health. I don't allow you for can damage the health. Those are all the things I will do as the Minister of Health. And I country there. I'm an administrator. That is what I do. That is my job. Minister for being president when I get administrative experience. I have the experience. I have the expertise. Both military as a civilian. I have it all. I don't get time. I don't get time. So why they talk? And they talk from a place of experience. They can't now talk boku nonsense because I want to talk. Let me could share with you now. We share with you now. This is why we come there. There is no independence in Sierra Leone. No independence. Nobody there for celebrate. Nobody there for dance. Nobody there for ladida. Share this message with everybody across that country today. We have a responsibility as citizens there for hold ourselves accountable. Ask somebody the question. If one can bring enjoyment, talk to you about independence, ask her what's the Independence Day. Where the independent judiciary? Where the independent police? Where the independent parliament? Where's the independent press? Where the independent journalists there? Where the independent newspaper there? Where is the independence? Show me. Where the freedom? Show me. Worst of it all, we get election. You vote. Whether the most way that you can express your freedom. Now through you vote, they take them back from you. The election results, they not announce on 30 days to this day. Ebo, tell me, what in past that kind of abuse of freedom reach down there? Then you tell me about independence? You can't celebrate independence to me? Where the election will vote, the election results, whether the only way that you can express me independence past anything. And I for vote, because now me right, it's my sanctified right. It is my sanctified right. That the only way that they were go able for vote freely. I go vote free. Me election result, show me how. Then you tell me how for celebrate independence. Tell me how for celebrate independence. 2 years don't go, we'll get election. 30 the results not available. Tell me how for celebrate independence. Tell me. Explain to me why for go party for independence. Explain to me why for wear green, white, and blue clothes for celebrate Sierra Leone independence. 64 years of independence. Tell me how for celebrate where the person you will vote for will not get the president who will vote for. The election results 2 years later, 30 days, will not get the results posted on the website. But Liberia don't post their own. Disaggregated data, county by county, they don't post it on their website. Ghana posted on their website. Senegal posted on their website. We, Sierra Leone, not get with results. The man cannot tell we say, this man get 1.5 million votes, now he win the elections. by virtue of the constitution vested in me the rights in section 42, 32, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Manabio is the president of Sierra Leone. Tell me where the independence. Can't sell to me this close by where you don't make. I'm sorry, my brother and sisters, them. Because that you money, that the bottom line. If not they buy the polo, then they say, now for mourner, where you wear the polo, mourn, cry upon the polo. But not for celebrate, not for glad, not for ladida, not for play the latest music they now wait there for dance. No, there is nothing to celebrate about independence because independence itself is freedom. It means development. Where the development? Where the freedom? Huh? Where the freedom? Where the unity? There is no independence in Sierra Leone. We're not for the celebrate independence. The only time for begin celebrate independence, that will begin provide 24-hour electricity, clean drinking water to people them inside them bathroom, inside them kitchen, inside them compound them. They get water. Them girl picking up, they grab 4 o'clock morning for go get water. That is the only time we should be thinking about celebrating independence. We get with good roads them. We have a structure. We have a society where tribalism not there, where nepotism not there, where be say where you commit crime because you belong to this political party, you don't go free regardless of the crime where you commit. Until we get a country where the president in Pekin, they bring drug law, the candidates out of the country. The drug law don't give the country bad name. People never for talk. Parliament never for talk. They never for impeach the president. The parliament illegal. The parliament where they so they voted not contested today. Some man in the parliament where decide where they come out the constituency where they represent. Yeah, me say constituency. Now PR system. The area they where they represent them votes and not counter. Honorable can want to say, may God bless her. Let God bless her for we. He talk about loco. Usa Abdulkago come out where they pose for me the leader of opposition. We see go to South Korea then there's there. Yes, Abdulkago they travel. It travel quietly. You don't know. But we don't know later. It goes South Korea then this year. It go represent Sierra Leone. They go talk about climate change and this and that. Where they don't go clean this up enough. SLPP, Babadi Kamara and Marabio, they cleaned enough. That guy, Mohamed Bangura, where they talk to Bob Sobe nonsense. You know, they're all not ready for it. We're ready for it now. 1-2 days. We'll finish the side. But then they jump first. He get right because he already blame her too much because the APC party are lucky, so he get right for the way they do. Let himself continue the first of all. But with the shots that game, they don't where the time reach. All they want they pass. Abdul Kagbo, look up. He go like South Korea. He not get votes. Them box they not consent and put local. But in the parliament, he say they represent. Who they represent? That Sabi. These guys are all corrupt. I don't say they don't build the house done. Like house we born. They don't build and done. The average Sierra Leonean. Someone for more than born they never forget one room for let them build one room. They don't get that money there. But member of parliament, they don't build the house back done. 551. And sometimes not this time, the way they build they build a mansion, they add more per the house back. Then the house big pass ID. But we're not going to continue for land. They will talk about independence. What is the independence? Where is the independence? Where is the independence?